ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Not even letting the fans settle into their seats, and he's coming unglued. First pitch. Nice base hit to the outfield.
VR.
Into the box, Jonathan Villar. Swing, and he pops him up. Andujar in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Now the 0-1. Sharp ground ball to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, and if you're pitching, you better be aware of Crush Davis. He comes into this one having taken the starter deep in 3 prior at-bats. That's a pretty good indicator that he likes facing this guy, and he sees the ball well out of his hand. He could be in for a big game.
Now at the plate, Donald Jones. He's had a phenomenal year at the plate, entering this August contest as the league's batting average leader.
I've never been in this position in my career before. I wonder if he's counting games down. You certainly want to walk away at the end of the year with a batting crown.
And with an average over the 300 mark in his last 10 games, he's showing no signs of slowing down as we begin winding down the regular season.
Yeah, with only a couple weeks left, this guy has given you months and months of production. Every time he strides to the plate, certainly looks confident and has been swinging a hot bat lately.
One and one, here it is. Hit sharply toward the right side, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The first baseman.
Stepping in, Chris Davis. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Oka stands at second with 2 gone. And he fouls this one off. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. Up with it, Alfaro. So just 1 away still as he gets on base after some poor defense following the strikeout.
Right fielder, number 19.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's totaled 4 hits in 20 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. And even 1-1 count to Bautista.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
The 1-1. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. And the inning is over. Andrew Cashner is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. This last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. From the stretch. Hit out towards second. Over to Villar. On to first, and they turn the double play. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Danny, who stands out to you?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Aaron Judge has in store. He was the catalyst for this ball club last month. He had an on-base percentage of over 400. And when you're doing that, you're really helping your team.
Here's big Aaron Judge. His lifetime line against Andrew Cashner. He's a .333 hitter. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Mancini going back. And that one is good.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Riding into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department. First pitch coming, here it is. In there, no balls and a strike. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Hey, they come into game 2 of this series riding high. A huge 1-run victory yesterday, able to do the little things to put them over the top. Hopefully that leads to some momentum in game 2.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And right into the shift. Throw on to Davis, takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Mancini.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's your first out of the inning.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's focus on Giancarlo Stanton right now. Looks like he's chiseled out of stone out there. The outfielder, I know he has light tower power, but he's also helpful on the defensive side and possesses a strong arm in the outfield.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Line to the right side. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard and good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
And here's Renato Nunez. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. A 2-1 count to Nunez.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Success on a 3-1 count to keep the inning alive here.
The center fielder.
Ready now for Baltimore. Cesar Morales. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is foul for the first strike. Heading out towards shallow right. Judge is under it, and the inning is over. Orioles And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. His lifetime line against Andrew Cashner. He's gone 5 for 13. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one will track it down. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Left center, base hit. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. The 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
In the dirt. Throw goes over to third. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Mancini is there, and he makes the catch for the second out. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with 2 away now. Next for New York, Jorge Alfaro. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 offering. He just ramps up and hears the fastball by him. 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why?
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for the. And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Walter Oka. He reached on a single in his first try. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Grounded down the third baseline. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings. And as you can see, these guys trailing by just a half game in the division race. Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off for ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Lays off 1-0. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Jones is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here.
Leading off for the Yankees, the shortstop, Troy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Tulowitzki.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. Line to the right side. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Stepping in now, Miguel Andujar. Hit down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
As a hitter, you see a pitcher working east-west. This is where you got to tell yourself to stay tall. You can't cover both sides of the plate. You got to pick one and trust it.
High in the air out to center field. Morales has a beat on it, and that's the second out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Aaron Judge. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. The Yanks leave 1, but they lead it 1-0. Here's Chris Davis now as we begin the top of the 4th.
The first baseman.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good off-speed pitch. Had him out in front for strike 1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I like it.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Looking up is Hicks. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis. Number 23 for him thus far, as the Orioles have come back to tie our score at 1.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
In now, Jose Bautista, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Bautista A native of the Dominican Republic. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues, without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer. Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And it's fouled away.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. One out now in the Orioles' 4th, and that'll bring up the power hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Hit out towards second. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Now batting, Johnny Bench. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Orioles get a run thanks to the familiar home run swing of Chris Davis. Bottom of the 4th coming up. All even now at 1-1. Giancarlo Stanton now comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
The left fielder, Giancarlo.
Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is right down the middle. Strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Strike 2 taken. A fastball that clips the inside black.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Grounded to first. Fielded cleanly by Davis. Oh, look at the sliding stop in time.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box,
Luke Voit.
looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Cashner gets the sign. Here it is on 1-0. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball. 1-1. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Fifth inning coming up. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit hard on the ground to second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Now at the plate, Cesar Morales. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Voit is under it. 2 down.
Next for the Orioles.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Walter Oka. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Aaron Hicks is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. A ball and a strike. Line toward the alley and left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. 0-1 the count. Hicks stands at second with no outs. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. And that's the first out. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And that'll bring home the runner from third to make this a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, Dero, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make one more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for from an offensive standpoint. You try and pick up that red spinning dot that constitutes slider coming in there, and then you hope it doesn't fall off the table. He was able to get himself inside that baseball and get a ribby hit.
Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Line to the right side. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Standing in now, Miguel Andujar, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Hit hard to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Into the box, Aaron Judge. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. A ball and no strikes.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
The count now at 2-2.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
The 2-2. Line towards center field. Morales is going to have room out there as he puts this away to. So forward now, Jonathan Villar. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Stepping up now, Donald Jones. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And he takes ball 1. Popped him up. Voit has a play. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Chris Davis. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Back up the middle. Tulowitzki ranging up the middle. Off balance throw. Gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton. He's set to start it out for the Yanks here in the 6th.
Left fielder, Giancarlo.
First pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Under it is Bautista as he makes the play for out number 1. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Torres. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. In there, and it's 0-1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
High high fly ball out to straightaway center. Morales moves over. 2 down.
The batter.
Ready for
First
another
baseman.
shot now. Luke Voigt. No hits to this point. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
2 balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Fouled away. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Stepping into the box, Jose Bautista. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
The left fielder.
1 gone now in the Baltimore 7th, and that'll bring up the power hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Trey Mancini is the second out in the 7th inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like
belted high in the air out to left. Stanton looking up. Gone! A solo shot here to left. 19th home run for him on the season, and the Orioles have cut it to 1. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Renato Nunez. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Orioles draw closer on the home run. Get up and stretch. Home. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Aaron Hicks. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Aaron Hicks.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
2-0.
Now the 2-0 home. Shot toward right center. Morales is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, catcher.
Riding in once again, Jorge Alfaro. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. No balls and a strike to count. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Mancini will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
The shortstop.
Digging in, Troy Tulowitzki. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Oh, it takes a nasty hop and he's unable to haul it in. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Count now a ball and a strike. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And Davis will just watch this go by. It's a fair ball. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and to make sure pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Miguel Andujar is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
And that's in there, base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 5-2.
Yeah, in a game like this, every run matters, and that RBI pushes the lead to 5-2, which almost feels insurmountable here late in this game. We'll see, though, if that's the case.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 count. Here it is. Squared that one up just a little late. The 1-1 home. Takes this the other way to right. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track. Dylan Betances has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Leading off the bullpen.
Standing in, Cesar Morales. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. And a first pitch knuckle curve is a called strike. 0-1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Behind 0-2 now. A pause and the 0-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Hit back up the middle. LeMahieu's got it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. He was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Walter Oka stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Hicks on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Digging in once again, Jonathan Villar. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen. Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting, and at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And this one will bounce into the wall. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
Stepping in now, Donald Jones in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. What a bad time for a wild pitch as the run will score from third. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike now. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again? A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. At the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he fouls this one off. Ready on 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for round number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strike out there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch. It hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Luke Voit comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Roll, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So digging in now, Jorge Alfaro, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. In his career, Alfaro carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Ball one. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Skied into very shallow right. Bautista has a read on it, and the inning is over. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo home run. Last chance. Chad Green comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 57.
Ready for another chance? Chris Davis. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there. And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. At the plate, Jose Bautista. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Bautista.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stanton has a read on it. Two gone.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Trey Mancini. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's gone 4 for 9. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
First delivery to him on the way. And he got him out in front that time. Strike one. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Baltimore down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over. And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final.